All right, we're here, we're live. We are on the third part of our big dumb crash playthrough. We are up to, where are we at? I forget. Slippery Climb. So we're like near the end of the game. I believe we just have a few more levels. I know there's still a boss fight against Embryo at the very least, and then Cortex. I don't remember what is in between those, but considering the final level slash boss fight is on like the top of Cortex Tower there, I don't think we have much more to get through. So I think as long as I just lock in and persevere, we're gonna beat this one tonight at the very least. Anything further than that, maybe going back through and combing through levels, maybe. No promises. I did in my own time kind of play around with this level, trying to see if I could get a perfect run through of it to go ahead and get the colored gem. It was not easy. Of course, this level isn't going to be easy. I also can't tell if my monitor is acting up or if this level is a little stuttery. It almost feels like there's a teensy weensy bit of input lag, but I genuinely can't tell if that's a my end thing or if it's the game doing that. I tried testing it offline and couldn't really tell. I think this first game is just a little awkward, is a good way to put it. So I'm gonna try to perfect this level. Emphasis on try, no promises. If we get to a point, honestly, we saved right before this, so if we have to, we can always just game over and try again with 4 lives. Oh boy. I don't know why I keep jumping at like the literal worst time. It's Crash 1 for ya. Look, I'm gonna be real. I don't want to sit here and be mean to this game or anything, but I'm very much looking forward to the start of Crash 2. I don't know why I paused for so long. I expected that to flick away faster. I am definitely looking forward to starting Crash 2 as opposed to playing this one. This was a level I remember even struggling with when I played it on the Insane Trilogy, so trying to go for with everything going on. Okay, how quick are these? They're that quick, huh? All right. Just a bunch of scary jumps with a lot of rain effects going on to make me question where my jumps are being placed. We're just persevering. Wait. I want to show up while I'm thinking about it. So we're taking just a small detour here, just a small one. On Blue Sky, this is really, really cool. On Blue Sky, someone was making a post that was like, hey, put your OCs in the comments and I might draw you. And I was like, oh, you know, that's cute. I'll give it a try. I've been a little more active on Blue Sky lately because a lot of people are moving from Twitter to Blue Sky because of how shitty the new AI thing is. They should have just come over here in the first place, but neither here nor there. I'm not here to judge people. I'm trying to find... I saved it earlier. I know I saved it. Here we go. And I did get my little wizard drawn, and this is like... This is awesome. Look at this shit. The artist is... What was their name? Living Silver on Blue Sky. So, like, shout out to Living Silver. Part of me kind of wants to just stick this down... here? I kind of want to zoom in and show. I gave them 2 pieces of reference images. I gave them the little wiggly drawing of like painting, the one that you can see in the stream startup, and I gave them the blunt emoji to use as references, and they drew this. It's like really fucking awesome. And I looked through some of their other art, and they're like a good artist. So shout out to Living Silver. I really want to double check that I'm saying that I am pronouncing it right. Living Silver on Blue Sky. Shout out to them. I'm gonna keep this down here for a bit because I really do like how that came out. It was very, I didn't expect to get much out of it. Not trying to downplay their art skills or anything. I'm also gonna get a drink of water while I'm sitting here talking. It's more so, I've done it a few times where artists are like, oh hey, put your OC in the bottom and I'll draw. And it's like, all right, I'll stick them in. And I got that really nice thing out of it. So shout out Living Silver on Blue Sky. Being careful to get a drink without just dumping water all on myself again. All right, back to Crash. Back to Slippery Climb. I want to get the colored gem here. I really want to get the colored gem here just so that I don't have to come back and do this level again in the future. But I'm thinking at my pace I'm gonna have to, lest the stream just turn into a repeated loop of me dying on this level. But like, that could fill out the stream, you know. Right there, just loop that for 3 hours. There we go. While I sit and yap about various things. I mean, at the very least, I'm about to get another life here, so we're extending it a little bit. New Year is almost upon us. New Year, time for, I keep hyping it up, the Pokemon Emerald playthrough. We're gonna be getting into that. Hey, there's the life that I was talking about. And hoop, nope, mistimed that. Of course I did. That was way more risky of a jump than what I needed to make. All right. It keeps fucking me up. I don't know if the rain's actually affecting my physics or not, because it looks like it is at the very least. So my brain keeps trying to tell me, it's raining. So clearly you got to be a little more careful. And considering I'm already not too big on how Crash controls in this first game, having to question every jump because I can't tell, is it actually raining or is the game just gaslighting me, is not that fun. I wanted to go for that crate because I don't think you can jump on it from the bottom. That's way too big of a jump. 2026. Plans for 2026 for streams. All I have planned really is just Pokemon Emerald playthrough starting in January. Every Monday we're gonna play it, and Tuesday. Every Monday and Tuesday. And I am genuinely looking forward to it. I've been wanting... I can jump up there when the stairs aren't out. I didn't think I could. Got a little bit of Seth Rogen came out of me in that laugh. I've been trying to make up for lost time and trying to get into Pokemon more. You know, evident by the X playthrough we did, the Pokemon Blue playthrough in my just personal time, which I'm still doing. I did the electric gym. I forgot how much the fucking trash can puzzle sucked. And it's one of those many things that make me question who at Game Freak is like evil enough to put this shit into a kid's game. It's fine if we game over. It's fine. Our save was right at Slippery Climb, so it's all good. I kind of feel bad. I'm looking over at my stream layout. The art is so tiny down there that I feel weird just... I need to put like yeah, give me one thing. I'm gonna put some text underneath it to say who it's by, so that anyone at a glance can just see, because I don't want to sit here and just flaunt that as my own or something. All right, let me just put a little label. I want it to at least look decent. Hang on. Living Silver. Actually, I should on my other monitor. I can just load and pull up their @ on Blue Sky, because it was on Blue Sky. I know this is a weird tangent, but you know what? With this game, how it's going already, I need those tiny breaks. You're gonna let me select my font? Yes, thank you. I don't know how small we need this. That's too small. I love OBS sometimes, but sometimes some of its choices, like not giving me a good way to gauge how big text is gonna be. Text transform, can I? No, I don't. No, why would I want vertical? I want it centered. Can you give me that as an option? I know there's an option to alignment. There we go, center. And then color. Of course, we got to keep it on brand. With an outline. I should have thought about this. I had plenty of time to sit and set this up beforehand. And there, I hope that's not too small. Here, wait. Here's what we'll do. Stick it at the top here. I know it's even smaller now, but like, at least all of this is visible. There's something going on with like the locking on OBS to make it. Here we go. And you know, who knows, in the future, if I get more, I don't want to call this fan art because I don't know if Living Silver would be a fan. That's just art that someone on Blue Sky made of me because they said, hey, I'm drawing random people. I'm like, hey, can you draw me? But you know what? In the future, if I get fan art, I'll stick them up on the top of the stream because that'll be fun. I don't want to come off as narcissistic with that or anything. It's just like, it's cool. It's cool that there are people who see my little wizard guy and it's like, that looks fun to draw. It's like, I hope so. I like drawing him. I refer to him as my little homunculi. He's an extension of me. All right, spin you, jump. All right, we're getting there. There we go. And of course we fuck it up. I need a drink of water. I'm not swapping the little water cup. New Year's talk. I'm also on the topic of New Year, just because it's on my brain. Thinking about changing up the layout again. I know for the people who watch exclusively on YouTube, I've already technically changed my layout between, you know, the break that I took. I am so good at the video game. Sorry, had to let out a little bit of an evil laugh there. God damn it, I was a little too fast on that. Just a wee bit too fast. I know I already did, and I quite like how this layout looks. I had someone come into the chat some time ago. Oh, I forgot I could zoom out and zoom in. Okay, wait. So we can see how many levels are left. We can rotate the camera. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 / 8, depending on, I don't know why there's a crossroads here. I don't remember. Focus wizard. So I defended the layout and I said I like how it looks. I'm aware that not as much screen real estate is being taken up by the game, and that's something I kind of started thinking on when it's like, maybe I kind of want to give the game itself that I'm playing a little more screen real estate, but I still want to have the flair, you know, the wizard flair. Because the reason why I like this layout is it has some of my personality and like vibe injected into it, but I kind of want to get a more happy medium, you know. I'll think on it. I'll figure something out. All right, and we're just gonna go for it. Okay, we got that. Oh, and we got safely back on. Okay. I doubt that's going to be the hardest bit of the level, but that's the part that was giving me the most trouble at the very least. Oh, I don't like that bird, but we kind of gotta... because of how weird Crash jumps in this game, specifically, jumping across multiple enemies will always scare me. I want as many Wumpas as I can. I need that juicy, juicy one up. We're gonna pause. God, my head's acting up a teeny tiny bit, so that's why I'm kind of stopping to get drinks, plenty of drinks of water. I'm imagining similar to a level like Heavy Machinery, with how far into the game these checkpoints are going to be few and far between. Up. I should have stood there and watched it. I should have just watched it. I didn't need to immediately jump. I'm impatient. It's part of my charm. I need to keep a coherent, singular conversation going with myself, apparently. 2025, we're gonna possibly change up the layout a little bit. I obviously want to keep the PNG tuber. I want to keep the chat boxed and like the way I have the game segmented, the box art for games that have box art. But I kind of want to just brain out a way to allow more space for the game itself to flourish, you know, and be more readily visible across the stream. Oh, okay. Was that on me? Future Wizard editing the eventual compilation of the Crash 1 streams. Get that tally going of how many deaths feel like it was on me and how many of these were the game is just being a little bit of an evil. Redeem, stop and talk about Lydian. All right, we'll stop and talk about Lydian. We're so close. Also, welcome, Cool Gamer. We're so close to, you know, appropriately timed stopping and talking about Lydian, because we're just how many days away until the first Pokemon stream? Hang on, Lydian is still here. He's in my hands. I just had to move my mouse over to pull up my calendar. We are, let's see, next week is the 2nd, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3. We're roughly 10 days away from beginning our Pokemon Emerald journey. We're almost there. And, you know, from that point, it'll be a very slow, steady climb towards finding this guy. I'm getting a drink of water quick. I know I've talked about how much I love Lydian and how much I love specifically Sandshrew. I'm contemplating sometime doing, I don't know if it'd be an entire stream or part of a bigger stream, a bunch of tier lists, or at least one tier list on the original 151 Pokemon. I know that doesn't include Lydian. Maybe I'd throw them on there just for funny. But I've been looking at some Pokemon, and like playing through Pokemon Blue has me like, I like this guy, I don't like this guy. I don't know if I have any specific hot takes on like different Pokemon though. Like, what's like a weird Pokemon hot take? I'm not too big on Venonat. Is that a hot take? What are the people's thoughts on Venonat as a Pokemon? He's just a fuzzy ball with fangs. He doesn't really do much for me. I don't dislike him. He's just there. He ain't Lydian, king of all bug types. Look at my boy. We're gonna find him. We're gonna find him. We're gonna bring him home safe, and we're gonna find a shiny one in the Safari Zone. And then I'm gonna trade him up to get him into Black and White whenever we stream Black and White. Black or White. I still need to look into which one is going to be specifically better to play. I don't know the difference between the two games. One is black, one is white. One has Zekrom and the other doesn't, and I genuinely don't remember which one is Zekrom off the top of my head. He's the big black one, right? He's probably in black. Probably. I'm getting another drink of water. There. I think that applies our letting him talk. Talk about how I love him and how we're going to find him in Pokemon Emerald and get him into black and white. All right. Back to Crash. Back to doing it. God damn it. I don't know how many attempts I'm going to do of trying to full clear this one. I'd like to beat it, full clear it, and get everything so I never have to come back. But there's something in my brain telling me that I'm not going to be able to do it live. That this is going to be one of those things I'm just going to have to do on my own little personal playthrough of the game. Ah, nope, that would have been mistimed. There we go. There's the jump. And then we get this. And then bird. And then jump. And I fall to my untimely demise. That's what we do. We jump and we fall. Almost done with this game. We're almost done. There's only like 8 levels left. I don't want to be a hater of this game. I really don't. But man, this game sometimes. Okay, nope. I don't want the mistake that happened a bit ago to happen where I like weirdly edge bugged off the. It happened anyways. I'm going cuckoo. I'm going crazy. Oof, indeed. On top of my head and jaw starting to hurt a little bit. That just emotionally hurt. I took some Tylenol before the stream, so I'm hoping that kicks in and my face stops hurting in general. But I'm gonna keep it lively. We're gonna keep playing. Right before you joined, Cool Gamer, I was just kind of mindlessly yapping about 2025, not 2025, 2026 plans for streams. I'm so good. That scared little sound was because I missed time to jump and nearly died for it. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Oh. You know, talking plans that, you know, aside from aside from the big one of, oh yeah, we're doing Emerald, you know, trying to brain out other streams and events and stuff. I'm almost at it's a bit of a milestone. I'm almost at 2K subs on YouTube, which is pretty neat. I've now made a promise. I decided, you know what, a fun promise to make, because it's already been on my list for some time, is a revised version of the Donkey Kong Family Tree video at 2K subs. I feel like that'd be a fun thing to promise, because that's one of my more popular videos. It's one that I look back on and I still quite like how it came out for the most part. There's a few things here and there that I'd probably do differently. And I've already had it on my list for some time to do like a revised, updated version with Bonanza out. There we go. But I figured, you know what, we're so close to 2K, I might as well like promise it as a big thing, since it could be considered a big thing for some people on the channel. And I missed. Bird. So you got a gear that is guilty? I did. I decided to get it for myself at Christmas because I was gifted a $50 Steam card. Go away, Gizmo, please stop. I'm gonna get another drink of water and stop and talk here. My cat in here is in heat, and I'm very sorry if she gets loud in the background. I'm trying to keep her calm down. But yes, I got a $50 Steam card from a family member at Christmas, so I decided to get Guilty Gear Strive while it was on sale. And I also got Anton Blast, but I haven't played it yet because I specifically want to play it live on stream, because I've heard nothing but good things about that game, and that feels like the perfect game to play on stream, like blind live. Yay, yes, no, we finally got Guilty Gear Strive. Finally keeping my promise from like a while back when I said, yeah, I'll get it eventually. I sat and played arcade mode a bunch and played versus against my brother local. I have yet to try online because I'm scared of what that's going to look like. But I can already say I love Potemkin. It was one of those cases of, if I'm being honest, Potemkin was the one that I was like really looking forward to liking when I got into the game. And yeah, he's everything I kind of wanted. Oh, God damn. Oh. We may be guilty because of our gear, but we strive to do better. I don't know much about the community or the story of Guilty Gear. I've not done the story mode. I did an arcade run I did 2 arcade runs as Potemkin to get a feel for him. I was like, okay, what's the hype around this guy? He was cool in Rivals when I tried him out. What's the hype? And it's like, oh yeah, I get the hype around Potemkin. I get it now. I love him. Rank sucks, but parks are good if you want to just practice against people. I mean, I think I saw that the rank matches take into account like how skilled you are at the game, so I'm hoping at least for caveman. For at least the first few online matches I ever eventually do, they aren't going to be that evil. We're getting on some sprites recently. Got some ideas floating around my head. Huge. Like, genuinely huge. Share your progress in the Discord, and we can all take a look at them. It is point-based matchmaking. So does that mean I'm not going to get, like, my ass turbo blasted right away? Presumably. Because in my head, that makes me think, since I'm just a stupid little bitch baby boy who... No, you will... Fuck. Well... Just say la vie. So is life. Already posted some of them in the Art Showcase channel. Ooh. First 2 matches are against any ranked person. Oh, so it's gotta like place me. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll do surprisingly good, and the game's like, oh wow, you are Potemkin. Good job, man. And I'm like, yay, thanks. I love him. Hate to break it to you, but half circle. What's the input? Half circle, forward, dust. I pulled off. I should give context. My brother, he had never played Guilty Gear Strive either, but he plays a decent amount of Dragon Ball FighterZ, so like he knows how to play fighting games, especially Arc System ones. I kind of surf and turfed him a bit when I played Potemkin against him. And I even managed to finish a match against him, landing the Heavenly Potemkin Buster. And that, I was like, okay, yep, I get him. I love this man. It was amazing. Hell yeah. I have been swayed by the ways of the grappler. Look, I'm not even that big on grapplers in other games. My favorite Street Fighter character is Akuma. Mostly because I'm edgy like that. Oh, fuck. What's the timing on this? It's fucked timing, but it's that. That's the timing, apparently. Oh, God. God, wait. Oh. Okay. Oh God, this is evil timing. This is malicious. I said it back in, what level was it, like Lost City. It's not that this game is just tough. It has malicious platforming. Oh. Okay. A checkpoint! Now there's a checkpoint? We're this far into the level? Oh, it is stressful as shit. Oh boy. I'm scared for how long this level is, that this is the first checkpoint. But yes, I am a Potemkin main. I don't know how that reflects on me morally as a person. God damn it. I was waiting so long to let the platform spin in a way that would give me a good jump. I mean, at least this part doesn't seem to be too death-defying. It's mostly just getting weird platforming timings. Oh, fuck. Don't make me eat my words! Oh, God. Oh, what is exploding? I hear explosions. No game. Hang on. There's multiple sound effects going off. No, sir. Good luck, Potemkin is this season's biggest loser in terms of patches. No, but I love him. Okay, hang on. I need a second to kind of assess. There. Okay. And then jump on you. Okay. We're not even on like the final level. God damn. Okay, I'm not restarting the level. We're just going for it. I'm not getting the colored gem right now. I'll just come back in my own time. You know, at least this will let me assess how long and how stressful the no death climb is gonna be. Well, I've heard Potemkin was pretty dang strong before said nerfs. He deserves it. Have you seen him? He's beautiful. Again, I'm not even like usually a grappler guy, but this motherfucker, the motherfucker has a move named after him called the Potemkin Buster. Like, it's over. It's right there. That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to know was he has a big old move. He was bouncing. We knew his matchup before, though. Well, there's the thing about me being a new player. No one will know my matchup. Was I close to the end or something? I want to know how close I was to the end. If I managed, I mean, at least I got the bonus level here. And I didn't even get to the end to save. That's nice. And at least I get the mask. You're kidding me. Okay, that's nice. They give... God, what is this? Line up. God damn, the way that's all lined up for you. Wait. Yes. Oh. Damage boosting. We love to see it. All right. I gotta be like near the end of the level, right? Okay. Yep, I was near the end. I was very close to the end, so I could probably actually really do that. No hit. Oh, we got a bot in chat. It says he's being monitored, and I don't think he's being shown off for everyone, but ban, kill. Bandicoot. Damage boost, and we're proud of it. I got to the end of the level. I get to take a big drink of water. Hopefully make my head stop hurting. We're one level closer to the end of this game. If I beat this game, let's see, hang on. Actually, how many streams do I have left in my allotted little time? I gotta open up my little calendar. I have 3 more streams before the end of the month. If I can beat it before the end of the month, then the rest of the streams are just gonna be vibes, are just gonna be me doing whatever the hell I want. I'm not gonna start another game or anything. I've been toying with the idea of doing a New Year's Eve stream. And I have some fun, quote-unquote, stuff planned for that. Oh boy, I've heard this level is not that great. From the whole light mechanic. Because all the lights just go out if you don't have a mask. Oh, and you don't even get invincibility in this level. If you get all 3, that's kind of fucked, game. Watch this be like the one level I managed to clear without taking damage. Yeah, no. You know what? I feel like I can beat this level without dying. It looks to be a similar situation to like the road levels. You know, High Road, Road to Nowhere, where it's just learning when and where to jump in a mostly straight line. I'm gonna go for it. What's the rest of your stream schedule like? Well, for the rest of the month, we're just doing Crash Bandicoot until I beat it, and then fuck it. Here's the promise I'll make. If we beat this game with allotted streams left before the end of the year, I'll do a Guilty Gear Strive stream this month. There. I don't know how likely that's gonna be. Honestly, the thing was, I wanted to do December 10 throughout the entire month. But then as I got closer and closer to the end of the list of games, I realized I cannot make this stretch for the entirety of December. There's no way. And my first thought was to just stop streams when I was done December 10, to be like, oh, we'll break and we'll come back January. But it was like, no, I don't want to do that. So then I decided, well, I'm not looking forward to playing Crash 1 all too much. It's my least favorite of the original trilogy, but I'm gonna play it for the big old Crash playthrough I've been wanting to do. So let's see if we can knock it out before the start of the new year. Shovelware December. Next year. Oh, I can run over here. I can go to the sides if I miss a jump. That could actually be pretty handy. It's like a safety net if I miss a jump. Remind me next year and we'll do Shovelware December. But yeah, god damn it. So I was like, you know what, let's see if we can knock out Crash 1 before the end of the month. And we're already almost done with the game. We only have like 8 or 7 levels after this. So if we finish it and there's still some time, not counting the New Year's Eve stream, because the New Year's Eve stream, I have a couple specific things planned for that. If we finish before then, any other streams this month, before January, whatever the fuck I feel like. You know? Gizmo, I need you quiet over there. I apologized earlier. My cat Gizmo, she is in heat and she's being very annoying about it. I actually wonder, we're gonna see if I can glitch around the side, not glitch, but like abuse the fact that those hallways are open and big on the sides. I'm okay with abusing my Bandicoot. But during the moving platform parts, like there's definitely a way we can utilize that. I'm sure speedrunners have done it, so clearly I should be able to do it. You know, you've seen enough of this gameplay. I am clearly good enough at Crash Bandicoot speedrun. God. Yes, delicious cheese. I love cheese. Stream schedule for next month though. We can talk about that. I've started roughing that one out, you know, aside from the obvious, you know, Pokemon Emerald, and more Crash. Those are going to be the mainstays of next month and, you know, onward. I have plans to play. It came up in my recommended the other day, a weird looking Super Mario World ROM hack, but I didn't watch much of it because I was like, this looks like it would be really fun. I missed the crate. I need you to stop, Gizmo, please. I'm gonna get another drink of water before I continue what I was saying. No, stop. Stop it. There are no other cats for you, Gizmo. Please stop. And I've already used up all my water, so in a bit I'm gonna have to break to refill that. Stretching a second. What the fuck was I even saying? Super Mario World ROM hack. You know, I saw it and I was like, that looks like it'll be fun to play. Along with getting into retro achievements with, you know, Crash, I've also been replaying Super Mario 64 and trying to achievement hunt, and I thought about doing a stream on that, but I've already beaten the main game and gotten a lot of achievements that I feel like, god damn, that I feel like doing a stream of just Super Mario 64 achievements would be kind of boring, because a lot of the ones I have left are like really repetitive, annoying challenges that would not make for a fun stream. So I'm thinking about just doing a different game and just achievement hunting in it. Obviously, like I said, we got SN64 is not aged well. No. I stand on the very firm belief that I think Super Mario 64 has aged wonderfully. It is still one of my favorite games of all time. That's my core belief. It's just that the people who make the achievements for it are evil. To each their own. No, that's fair. Opinions are opinions. I love debating. I love not necessarily debate. I'm fine with debating. I love discussing video game opinions. I just hate. Oh no. There's the one caveat I've said. The camera is the only part that is aged poorly. But then again, I've also said that there are barely any 3D games, modern or otherwise, that have good cameras. So many 3D games just feel like they don't have the right middle ground between ease of use and control. The camera is definitely the original game's like biggest fucking downside, and oh fuck, I need to actually play this one carefully. I can't just speedrun. I just realized if we die, we have to redo fucking Slippery Climb. Oh no. I was playing this a little looser because I forgot that. Actually, no. We're gonna be smart. We're gonna go way back to an older level and go get some lives. We're gonna go grind out for some lives. Just to be safe. I need you to stop, Gizmo, my cat. The camera is the only thing in Super Mario 64 I would say that is aged poorly. That one is just... It's the fact that... How do I word it? It's the fact that Nintendo thought it was necessary to give it limits on how far you can move it and make it be a physical... I understand in universe it's a physical object, that it's Lakitu, however you want to pronounce them. You know, it's a physical object, so of course it's gonna get stuck on stuff. But I wish they hadn't done that. I'd be way more okay with making the camera go out of bounds. And, oh, you can see the edge of the level and stuff. I don't care. Just let me have full control of the camera, Nintendo, please. I beg of you. That's all I want. Mario 64 is really fun to watch, but it does have a fairly high skill floor. Once you nail everything down, it is very fun. I think what ages best about it is the controls. A lot of 3D platformers of that time just didn't really understand how to make it fun to move around. Like, okay, I love Crash. I do. Even this first game with all of its questionable choices. I wouldn't say it's fun to move around in this game, necessarily. It's not horrible, but it is not a case of I'm actively sitting here having a lot of fun, like, oh, it's so buttery smooth. Oh, mwah, I love it. Super Mario Sunshine. Super Mario Sunshine is so jank. And I think what's so weird about Sunshine is how they have the template with, you know, Mario 64 beforehand. They had it right there, but then Sunshine happened and it's so weird and jank. And I know Mario 64 can be jank. Mario 64 can be very jank at times, but not really to a fault. Like, rarely ever when I'm playing Super Mario, other than the camera, rarely ever when I'm playing Mario 64 am I thinking, man, this sucks with the control or something. You know, I'm able to confidently go about and make jumps and do whatever I need in the level, and it's great. My water's almost empty. But then I look at when I played Sunshine, my golden rule has been, if I have to hesitate to jump, if I'm playing a platformer and I'm hesitating on jumps because I have to like mentally project where I think I'm gonna go and hope, bad. That's bad. Super Mario 64, I rarely have to sit there and like meditate on, is this jump gonna make it or not? You know, what do I gotta do to get this jump to work? A lot of the time it is so second nature. Maybe it's because I've played it way more than Sunshine. So maybe that's a me issue and I need to just play Sunshine more or something. But the fact that Super Mario 64 is so second nature to me that I'm able to just clear jumps, not even think about it. And then when I played Sunshine, y'all watched when I played it, there were many jumps that I either missed completely or I had to sit there and I had to do a fucking quadratic equation in my head to be like, can I make this? We're not gonna quit. We're just gonna keep moving. God, no. I don't. Okay. We're gonna go do some more life hunting. And by that I mean we're gonna go right back to the first level. Those platform cycles, but also, goddamn, that last one where I fell off. That one was just me. Partially on me, partially Crash not controlling the best. He's weighted so fucking weird in this first game, and I'm gonna continue to be on that opinion. I know a lot of people who really do love this first game. There are even some people who prefer this game to 2 and 3. I don't agree with them, like, at all. I think their main points are, oh, it's so simple and just easy to pick up and play. I don't agree with that either. I understand the appeal of a game that's like simple and easy to just pick up and play whenever versus a game that you need to put more time into. But my big thing is like Crash 1, buddy, you can't just easily save in this game. If you could easily save whenever and just pick up and play, then I would understand. Oh, yeah, no, I agree on that nature. But the fact that Crash 2 and 3 give you the ability to save whenever, meaning you can just pick up and play. You can just play one level and then put the game down and go play, I don't know, Croc or Gubble or whatever else you would have had on your PlayStation. You just go do something else. But this game, you have to... It's so specific on when you can save. It's stressful. But again, without it, we wouldn't have gotten perfection that is Crash Team Racing. So, thanks CTR, or thanks Crash 1 for existing. I guess. It's weird to be like that. I don't want to hate this game. But before we give Lights Out another try, I know we're very early into the stream to be putting up a BRB, but I've chugged my whole water bottle already. That comes down to my head acting up a little bit. It's calmed down, but my water bottle is empty, so I'm gonna run up to Lights Out, and then I am going to throw up the BRB for a second and go refill my water bottle. This is it's a chance for everyone else watching. Hey, go get some snacks, go fill some water, go use the bathroom if you need it. Sometimes we need it. All right, so we'll be back in a minute. All right, see, that wasn't too long now. Just a small little break to kind of refresh, rejuvenate. Let's get back at it. Skibbity bum bum data. I don't know why I thought of that when I said it like that. All right. Let's make a promise now, everyone. Everyone, let's promise. We're not going to die again on this level. Even if we have to take it super slow and carefully, we're not going to die on this level. Not again. And if we do, we just accept it and move on. There's the promise. All right, we're going to wait for this platform. Yep. And see, we even got an extra life for our troubles. Oh no, I didn't want to trigger that future mask box, but okay. All right, sure. Oh, never mind, there's one right here. And I did die because I don't know what the hell happened there, but it's all right. Like I said, we're just gonna move forward. Oh, come on. I think it was the ceiling on this is a little lower than I was expecting. Can I make that jump just here? Yeah, okay. Then I don't even know what it was. Oh, I think that was a little indicator saying that I needed a colored gem for this level. So it wouldn't have mattered if I even got to this point unscathed because I don't have any colored gems. Well, we lost our mask. We're just gonna go for it. There we go. There we go. Through. Lights out. We did it. We got the W. We did it. Pop the shampoo. Jaws of Darkness. Please don't tell me it's another darkness level. Okay. It's not. It just has an evil name. Genuine fear entered my heart for a second because I was like, oh no. Does that mean another dark? I know there is another darkness level. I think it's called like Fumbling in the Dark. But I was worried that they were going to put them back to back. Nah, this is fine. No, I caught myself. It's fine. I don't know why I quit. Well, no, I need to beat a level without dying so that I can get a save so that I don't have to redo all those levels again. Contribute a bunch of points to make you a D&D character with chat. I had to extend that again. Oh, god damn it! Who wants to go back and grind out more lives in a previous level because these later levels are so fucking scary? Yay! I had to extend that again. I've said before, I wish Twitch would just give me the option to make a challenge that stays forever because I don't want to pressure anyone into contributing points. Those are your points. Spend them on whatever. I have future plans for those points to have something big with them, but that's going to require a lot of brain power on my end to make it work. Redeem drink water? Okay. I'll do that while I'm bouncing on the crate. Never mind, I'm done bouncing on the crate, but like, I'll still get a drink. I have to unscrew mine. You see, that's one of the better things that you can redeem because I'm never gonna turn down a drink of water. Never, ever, ever. The only time I'm ever gonna say like hang on or no is if you caught me and it's like, oh, forgot to switch back to controlling. It's like, oh, my bottle's empty. Give me like 30 seconds to go refill. Everyone loves Insanity Beach. Everyone's favorite level in the game. Mostly because it has the least amount of bullshit going on. It's to get you acquainted with the awkward controls. I don't even remember. I felt like we were talking about something specific before I braked to get water, before I broke. Or I just broke apart into a million pieces. I think I was talking about future streams. About how I got plans. We're doing Super Mario World ROM hacks sometime. Anton Blast because it looks good. Did I have anything else specific? I think I just kind of want to continue my journey. I say it as a joke, but I genuinely want to play in like base level beat, not even complete, as many games as I can in just my lifetime. So I know I joke about, oh, we're gonna beat every game ever. We're gonna play every game known to man on these streams. I'm gonna slowly make my way through a lot of them. All right, 2 lives, 2 extra lives, and I can probably get some Wumpas at the beginning of this next level at the beginning of Jaws of Darkness to go ahead and just get the next one. We're almost there. I just need a bonus stage so I can save my progress. Oh yeah, we keep the Aku. Okay, maybe the game's not completely evil. All right. Bump. There, 3 lives. Up, up, up. Okay, we gotta time this. I didn't have to time it that badly. I jumped on that right as it fell. And I... Gonna play some Mario Galaxy ROM hacks. Put Mario Galaxy on the list of games that I should play ASAP. I completely just on my own started playing I almost said Crash 2. Mario Galaxy 2. Because here's where I admit my fake gamerness. Up until recently, I'd never played Mario Galaxy 2. Just never did. Oh, god damn! I don't want to go back. We're going back to Insanity Beach. I'm turning this car right around, and we're gonna go beat Insanity Beach a couple times because it's one I can beat basically mindless and yap to chat and grind out a couple lives. Look. Depth perception. You wanna know? This game, they should have ported the original Crash to the 3DS. You got the 3D slider. Super Mario 3D Land proved right there that it helps with the depth perception. Honestly, no, the best thing to help with depth perception, and it's going to be a while before we see it in this big Crash playthrough, is in Crash 4, It's About Time, they introduce, I don't know why it took them so fucking long to do it, a little glowing circle that is always under your player, no matter how high you are. So it shows you exactly where you're gonna land, so you don't have to gauge by like shadow or something. It's fucked up that it took until, you know, Crash 4 for something like that to happen. Which isn't actually the 4th game, you know, it's actually like the fucking 10th game or something. So we got a while before we get to it on these streams, but you know, it's nice to know. It was about time that they added it. I am so conflicted on Crash 4 is the thing. Like, I'll obviously talk more in depth when we eventually get to it in the playthrough. It does so much right, but then also so much wrong that it frustrates me. I can't think of another game that is like Crash 4 where it gets so close to being the perfect Crash game but comes just short because of several really annoying choices. This is quite an insane trilogy. And then at the end of Warped, Crash comes over to Coco and is like, you know, we can make a good Crash team racing. Hello there. Welcome, J. Kolb. Welcome. Hello there. Hello there. We're playing through Crash. Welcome. It's the Bandicoot. Yeah, what's good, feller? What's good, J. Kolb? Also, your eyes don't deceive you if you joined in to me beating this level. I'm looping this level a couple times to grind out some lives because, yeah, the Bandicoot. It's him. It's the guy. Everyone's favorite Bandicoot, and you can't disprove that because, like, can you really have any other answer? I don't know why I paused. Kids, shut up. Stop. Cat, please. I love you. Did you know that the Cortex bragging about his cart? Did you know, Bandicoot? Did you know this cart is nitro fueled? I'm sorry if you hear the background noises. My cat Gizmo, she is in heat. She is not making this easy. I love her, but she is very annoying these past couple of days. And I just kind of have to live with it. Cortex turns to Embryo and is like, did you know this cart is nitro fueled? Crash, it's your very own nitro cart. Oh no, Coco, we're about to withstand the wrath of Cortex. I don't know how the fuck you get a pun out of Twin Sanity because the name is already a pun. And I'm getting a drink of water. Oh shit, don't give him that. Don't give who what, huh? Huh? Don't give who what? Who are we giving? Did I say something about giving something and then immediately forget? Is this like the joke? Don't give Crash cart. Look, he can operate a motor vehicle. I 101% to Crash Team Racing. Oh wait, no, I did it as Cortex. So I can't actually speak for Crash's motor vehicle ability. But also, this is gonna be our last replay of Insanity Beach. I should have accumulated enough lives to do Jaws of Darkness safely. I think Crash can drive for the most part. How much you want to bet he's on crack? God, he's on something and I want it. That fucking shit-eating grin that he constantly has on his face when he's not, you know, actively dying. It's why I love him. It's genuinely why I love, like, the Crash 1 design for Crash. You can imagine Crash being CTR equivalent of Metal Sonic and Ring Racers. In what way, may I ask? Because I've not touched Ring Racers in a while, honestly. I've had other games and plans on my bucket list, and I should absolutely get back into it. I kind of want to... I know I already said I'm doing a follow-up on the Donkey Kong video. I kind of want to do a follow-up video on Ring Racers to kind of give thoughts on it now that I'm a bit more articulate with how I script videos and not just slapdash. High speed and relatively high weight, but bad handling. Actually, Crash and Cortex are... I think they're the middle of the road options in CTR. No, they're the speed... Are they the middle of the road? I know in Nitro Fuel they'd made them the speed characters. Now I'm actually checking because I'm double checking myself. I only ever play, you know, Crash as like I only ever play him as Cortex. Yeah, they're both like middle of the road on all their stats, which is good. You know, it makes sense that you'd make the main character average. You don't want to alienate anyone who wants to play as that thing. And it's fine by me because I prefer playing as Cortex anyways, because I love me my evil scientist, all right? Personality-wise would fit the speed category. Yeah, in Nitro Fueled, they did recategorize them as speed characters, I think. What would you say is better, CTR or CTR Nitro Fueled? So, I think they're both great. I do think objectively Nitro Fueled edges out just because of the amount of content it has. Just objectively, because you have the entirety of the original Crash Team Racing, and unlike the Insane Trilogy, which has some changes in there that some people don't like, I've not heard a single soul... Fucking damn it! No, I'm sorry. Focused. I've not heard a single soul say anything as a negative comparison between Crash Nitro Fueled and the original, and I stand by that. I think it does everything fantastic. Like, beautiful, perfect, not perfectly, obviously. No game is perfect. But I think it is the best... I would go as far as to say it is the best remake of any classic video game ever. I'll be bold and say that. That's not a very high bar, because some remakes really get it wrong. All that being said, I still think the original holds up so well that it is still like... It's not an objective case of, oh, if you have the choice between them, you should obviously only ever play Nitro Fueled. I still think the original holds up in a way that I get as much joy playing it as I do Nitro Fueled. So even though I do think Nitro Fueled is better, if someone is like, hey, I got a PlayStation 1 with CTR, you want to play? And I wouldn't be like, oh man, but can we play Nitro Fueled instead? I'd be like, oh hell yeah, sure. It's different to like Mario Kart, where if someone's gonna offer you like Mario, here's a fair example. Here's an even fairer example between any Mario Kart comparison. If someone's gonna offer like Mario Kart 7 or Mario Kart 8 Wii U, you're gonna pick Mario Kart 8. Like, I know they're both very similar, but 99% of people aren't gonna be like, oh yeah, Mario Kart 7. They're gonna be like, no, Mario Kart 8. And for the most part, most people only really play the newest Mario Kart. Maybe they'll play other ones if they're like nostalgic for it. Like, I personally really have a lot of nostalgia for Wii, so I go back and play it every once in a while. Okay, hang on. Remember how I said this game has just actually, side tangent, malicious platforming? That is clearly a pillar that should have spikes coming out of it. No spikes. No spikes at all. That is actually just kind of fucked. All right. Anyways, point is, the big old point I'm trying to make. Both games are fantastic, and God, I'm not restarting the level. I'm this far in. I'm just gonna go for it. Both games are fantastic, and I do prefer nitro fueled, but not in like a sense of I think it automatically replaces the original, and I'm never gonna go back and play the original again. That was a very roundabout way to answer the initial question. I do that a lot. Y'all will come in with like a very simple question like, oh, do you prefer apples or oranges? And I have to be like, well, we have to consider the history of fruits here. I don't know, I think that's more interesting than just saying, one or the other. You can imagine Crash... I just reread chat because Twitch bumped chat down a little bit since it's warning me, hey, there's an ad coming in a few seconds or a few minutes. I'm still oh, I saw the crate there. Bro tells us the entire history of fruit. I mean, it all started with the agricultural revolution of the banana being brought over to the United States. Specifically, fuck, wait, no, I do have ad please. What do you mean ad please? It starts in 1 minute and 40 seconds. I can't make it come any faster. I can snooze it. I can't make it, look, I could technically increase the rate of ads, but I've already had people complain about the amount of ads that are here normally, which is already at like the minimum amount to still, I didn't know the spider was gonna jump back up. Insert the I'm so fucking scared image because I'm down to 2 lives already. And I'm genuinely so scared about it. No, wait, we got another life. This whole game has me feeling like the I'm so fucking scared image when I play. Because so often it makes choices that just stress the hell out of me. The music doesn't help. This is stressful as fuck music. I'm not even jumping on the crate. I'm just breaking it so I can go. Okay, so slam. Go. Break that. Oh, the checkpoint's right there. Just straight shot for it. I actually had some fruit history, but I've already forgotten what I was even gonna say. It was gonna have to do with... God... The depth perception in this game. I thought I had to jump to that one. How many lives do I have? I have 2 lives. Anyway, here's your ad's gonna start any second now, so you're welcome. Okay, so I have to jump over this. Didn't know I was gonna learn. I saw a question mark crate up ahead, so I can hope that's gonna have a checkpoint or something. If I get down to 0 lives, we're quitting the level and we're going back and grinding for more. I'm turning this car around. Okay. So jump and immediately spin. Well, I'm glad none of that was a crate that I needed to break specifically. Okay. threat assessment. It's level threat assessment. A bunch of floaties. I know that there was probably a secret platform to the left. It's called assessing the danger of this game. Okay. Please, please, crash. Don't go flying off into the abyss. Just go straight. Okay. If I can just get to the bonus stage and get to the end of it. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. If I can just get to the end of the bonus stage, we get a save point. And then I don't have to be so scared. I am still so scared. Okay, with the metal crate there, I was scared for what bullshit it was gonna give me. Please, just jump on the crate. I think I hear some... Oh. No. No, game. No. Evil. Tana, why are you putting TNTs here? Oh, God. Okay. Is that it? Hey, another life. Why? This is supposed to be a nice bonus stage. It's supposed to be a... You get some respite. Oh. Okay. All right, save point. We got a save point. Oh. Drink water. Oh, I will gladly stop and get a drink of water. I will gladly. I think that's truly one of the biggest whys of this game. You make the bonus stages stressful. They're not like nearly as stressful as the regular levels, but the fact that they are baseline any amount stressful because of the awkward platforming is kind of like, I don't know, guys, what are we doing here? Oh God, okay. I just gotta run for it. Really? I'm so glad that I got those extra lives from the bonus stage. I actually would have cried if I like game overed there or something. Okay, look at this and tell me at a glance, do I have the depth perception of a mole rat, or does that look like, especially when you're running with the thing smashing, doesn't that look like you could just run onto that? Especially since you're catching glimpses of it from the fist slamming. I don't think that was on me to just run. That was on the game. That looks like a long platform. But no, that's just the edge. Add another tally mark. Oh, we're so close. We're actually so close. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels left. We only have 5 levels, and one of those is a boss fight against Cortex that, memory serves, wasn't that all too difficult. Oh. Game? What are you trying to tell me with this? I mean, I knew that wasn't gonna work, but a small part of me was like, maybe. Fucking camera in this game. Yes, the cameras were, and are, they are shit. Cameras in old 3D games. We were discussing it earlier. You know what, J. Cole, while we're on this topic. Oh, fuck off with these things. We were discussing Super Mario 64 earlier, and I said I think that game ages beautifully, except for specifically the camera system. Ignoring the camera system, I think Super Mario 64 ages so much better than a lot of other 3D games. I hesitated because, really, game, you're gonna make me do a jump like that? And I have the bold claim that the biggest thing that ages poorly with a lot of older 3D games is just the camera. There are so many that the control ranges from really good to just all right, but it comes down to The cameras. Am I finally going to have a conversation about this? Do you want to have a conversation about this? You say this as if I'm like your parent and sitting you down. It's like, son, it's time for the conversation my dad had with me when I was your age. So, in Super Mario 64 has a kind of whack camera system, and it's a very divisive point for a lot of people going back to it. Now, I'm not going to be disappointed in you if you say you like the camera system in the game. I'm just going to have to tell you that I'm going to have to wash my hand whenever I look at you, son. I don't know, that's how I feel when you're like, do we get to have this conversation? That's the conversation we're having. That is the conversation we're having, is that I think Mario 64 has aged so well in every other regard. But have you seen the fucking N64? No! I'm talking about the game, not the controller. We're talking about the game. We're ignoring the controller in that regard, because also, I can't speak much on the comfortability of the N64 controller. It is kind of awkward, but it was made with Mario 64 in mind. You know, it was molded literally specifically with that game in mind. So say what you want, it does do well with that game in mind. The camera does not have a camera control stick. Yeah, no, it only has the shitty C buttons. You know, the buttons that were designed specifically to control the camera, and they don't even do that good of a job. I think the big thing, and I said this earlier, the big reason why the cameras feel so whack is the fact that, oh, there were more crates up there I could have gotten. Oh, well. Oh, boy. Is the fact that they made the camera, they were cute and were like, oh, we're gonna make the camera Lakitu. We're gonna make it a real character and a real object in the world. And it's like, that's cute up until he gets stuck on every little thing and it is no longer enjoyable to move the camera. And the fact that for some reason there are limitations on how far left and right the camera can rotate. Now, I will say I've had the great pleasure of playing the PC port of Mario 64. And the fact that the PC port lets you change the camera to actually be usable kind of proves my point that the game ages so beautifully. The fact that all it needed was just a good camera. Also, I'm gonna be ballsy. I'm gonna go for that. I shouldn't have been ballsy, but I was. I wanted some extra lives. I'm gonna go for it anyways. Compare the camera to, you know what? Yeah, I'll say that Super Mario Sunshine's camera is better. That's like the only point I'm gonna. God damn it! I don't know if you were here for J. Cole. A while back, I did a playthrough of Sunshine on streams, and I admit that I'm mixed on the game. There are parts of it that I really like, and a lot of parts I really don't like. But you know what? I will definitely concede that the camera in Sunshine works really damn well. That is definitely something that they improved on from 64 to Sunshine. How are we doing this game? What are we doing? I'm trying to stay on my toes because I don't know if it's gonna careen me into more pipes. Oh. You know the level I fucking hate? Not, you know what, see if you can guess which level I fucking hate, because there were actually a couple that I was not a fan of. The one off the top of my head, and it's a basic bitch one to say I didn't like it, was the Sandbird. But like, no one likes the Sandbird. That one is like infamously bad. So that's not even unique. That's like saying... That's like being like, my favorite Mario is Super Mario Bros. 3. Yeah, we all love Super Mario Bros. 3. Oh, all right. Yep, the Brio boss fight, and then there's like one more level, maybe 2 levels, and then we go fight Cortex. So we're near the end. Oh, retro achievements challenge started. It's been a while since that popped up. Defeat Brio without pressing up. I don't know if that's gonna work here, game. I'll go for the challenge in my own time. I thought I launched the slime at him. Is that not what I do? Or do I just attack him directly? No, he blows me up. I'm trying to remember how I fight him. Well, the slime stopped, and the slime got me. Look, I have plenty of lives at the very least. I have not fought against Brio in some time, so I'm trying to remember what I do to fight him. Okay, I jump on the green slime. That's what it was. And that hurts him for some reason. So I guess that makes sense why you could do the challenge of beat him without pressing down. Oh. All right, come on. Oh, yep, and then he turns big. And he starts stomping around, and then I think, don't you get him to whack into that or something? Nope. Posted it in Discord. I'll look after this fight. Well, I try my best to remember how this damn fight goes. Because I said it before, I've only beaten this game once in the Insane Trilogy version. Gizmo, please stop. My cat, please. I need you to stop. We're pausing. Stop. There are no other cats. There are no other cats in the vicinity for you to be in heat with, for you to do anything with. Please stop. Lay down. Go to sleep. Thank you. You didn't go to sleep, but you laid down. All right. I don't know how they're hitting me while I'm jumping off the other guys. I want her to just lay down and stop yelling behind me. Okay, I'm pretty sure he knocks down the ceiling tile, and then I just jump on it is all, and then I use that to do that. Yep. There. There we go. I do love that sound, Crash Rings. All right, let me look at the Discord. What specific level? You put it in general. Oh, the pinball. Okay, you know what? Fuck the Sandbird. My unique choice for least favorite level, pinball. The pinball level. I spent way too much time on that damn pinball level. Oh, thank you for now telling me that I failed the challenge. Yes. Thank you for reminding me of pinball. Okay, there is a bonus on the stage. Beep, beep. Okay, this doesn't seem like it's gonna be that difficult a level to do. This doesn't seem that bad. I'm a little scared for what exactly he's gonna... I was literally about to say, I'm a little scared for what's about to pop up. Do I worry about completing this level all the way through? I'm willing to bet I'm not gonna be able to complete this one all the way through, even if I wanted to. I'm gonna get to the end and find that I need a color gem to beat it, so let's just focus on getting through it. We have a bonus stage we can do per save, so it's fine. Hang on. Zap, zap, zap. I wasn't sure what that was gonna do. Okay, gotta be careful. Yeah, I saw that, and I got worried. I was like, are they gonna be evil and hide like a TNT crate? So I'm gonna be careful and just... I knew it! I knew it! You know what? First, the phrase of the day was first game syndrome. Now it's malicious level design. You set your players up with, oh, look, they're just stacked around the switches all. Don't you worry. And then you do that. Like, there's no other way to put it other than that is fucked up and evil. I'm not worried about getting all the crates here. I want the save. Thank you. Thank you, Tana. You reckon how many times during playtesting some poor sap hit that TNT because they thought, oh, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I can go through there. No. Is he kind of bad, though? Look. I don't disagree. All I'm saying is, crash forward. It's about time, Tana. That one is more my speed. God damn it. No shame. No shame if you have a thing for her. I totally get it. God! They're doing that to me tomorrow. As someone who played this on PS1 firsthand. Oh, you want to confirm firsthand if you did stuff like fall for the Switch one? I'm so close. This stupid ass scientist enemy. This game didn't age well at all. Oh no, I'm not too worried about if I die here or not because I got the save at Tana. It has not aged. Nah, I agree with you. Raindolph the Fox. Who loves the fucking death screen? Nostalgic wish we could have it in the new games. I mean, this isn't a bad death screen. I like Cortex chasing him by. All right, where does it put the save? At the lab. Okay. And like so far, other than that one fucked up TNT hiding under the crate, this level isn't honestly that evil, and the one enemy, but like, I think that enemy getting me so many times is just because I'm impatient. And this game, it requires so much patience, but I'm an impatient man. So here's the crazy thing that I've heard, Raindolph? Your name is throwing me off because I read Raindolph and I think Rudolph, but it's fox and not reindeer. I think that's intentional. Here's the funny thing. I know I've seen a YouTuber who specifically went out of their way to say they not only like this one, they prefer this one over 3. And I remember watching that video and being like, dog, okay, pack it in. I'm sorry. What is wrong with you there? All right, hang on. It's like fucking Dark Souls. It requires a lot. Yeah, but I'm an impatient man. Also, I thought I had to jump at him to spin. No. Give it up. Game of the year. It had the Wilhelm scream. You know, reference. H-Bomber guy. Reference, guys. Guys, reference. I'm such. All right. Okay, the slime that kills me. Apparently, the slime that kills me. Maybe that's why I've never gone into the Dark Souls games too much. Too much patience. I'm an impatient man. I'm not. But he wasn't glowing. I'm not like instant gratification or anything with games. I'm fine with some games that need a little bit of thought put into how you go and what you do. But for a 3D platformer, I'm sorry, this game has too much stopping and going for me. Especially because... did he die? Did he skate? Or did he die? Especially because I've played 3 and can say that one is my favorite of the original trilogy. Okay, is this timed or... Yes, it's timed. Crap save system, data controls, boring boss, and the levels being a complete drag. Yes! Yes! I agree. I agree with everything that you have said there. It is mostly the save system that I have the problems with. Okay. Okay. It's mostly the fact that you can't just save whenever, that it is such a weirdly archaic save system that's like, okay, you can only save if you get to the end of this bonus thing or if you complete a level all the way. Oh god, is this guy gonna keep... Is he done spawning? Okay, he's done spawning. The controls, the level design, the boring bosses, all that I could handle if I could just save whenever, and I think that's why I didn't know I could go over here. Woo! I mean, I've already died, so it doesn't matter too much, but like, I guess I'll save that ball knowledge for when I eventually come through to do this level all the way. Wait, can I use it here to like, I didn't mean to double bounce. Please, my cat, please stop. Gizmo, stop. I have to keep apologizing because she keeps being so loud in the background. And I really am sorry. I don't even know if she's picking up too much on the mic, but I hear her and she's so loud behind me. All right, we're gonna go for it. Bonk. 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 There we go. Okay. Hit both of those. Zap, zap, zap. No, I thought I timed that better, but I didn't. We have 3 lives. I can get through this. I'll share updates because I plan on 100%ing this game in my own time. The remake for this game makes the game less difficult, but that's like making hot water less hot. Yeah. I mean, I still beat it, and I remember having a good time with the remake, and it's mostly just because I could save whenever, and because I know I said the controls aren't that much of an issue, and they really aren't. Like, clearly the levels were designed with this control mostly in mind, but it's the fact that I have the muscle memory of playing Crash 3, both the original and the Insane Trilogy version, that really fucks with me. I also keep really fucking up the timing on that guy. I don't want to restart this level, even though I'm completely knowing that I'm probably gonna have to if I just don't lock it in. All right. What's wrong with me? What is actually wrong with me there? I think my brain just kind of did like a stack overflow for a second. It kind of just gave up on me for a second. All right. Him though, game. Who's ready to do the lab again? Me, I am. I'm ready to do the lab again. I'm so ready. Yay. Also, thank you earlier. I forgot to say thank you for following Jake Holb. Oh. You know what? Let's take a second. Let's get a drink of non-hot water. This is hot water that I've made less hot. I didn't make it less hot, but it's not hot. Okay, that joke doesn't work. You know what? I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to see if I can drink more water. Okay, you redeemed drink water, so I will drink more water. At least you did it at a less evil part of the level. That goes for you too. You gotta drink some water then too, chat. That's the rule that I'm issuing now. Thank you, Crash, for doing that. All right, spin you, jump, go. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to try and see if I can full clear the level. You know, we're already at the start. We're already you don't got water? No water, and it's the Megamind no bitches. Jump. And you don't like water. Come on, man. You gotta drink. We all need water. Water is so good. Okay, I'm gonna first deal with this fucked up evil guy, and then deal with the not evil one. Oh no, I spun away the Wumpa fruit. You know what? Well, while we're on the current trend of dissing this game and giving Crash 4 its small praises, it's about time it's small praises. The fact that Wumpa fruit automatically fly to you, genuinely up there with the depth perception meter, one of the best things that they added in It's About Time. Like, that is such a handy thing that it just flies to you now, making it so you don't have to worry about spinning it away. I kind of get what they were going with the whole you can spin it away rarely thing. You know, it's funny. It's a cartoon. It go you're an idiot. You spun it. You know, it's the only thing this Bandicoot knows how to do is jump and spin. Oh, and you spun the crate and you spun the fruit away. Haha. I'm not saying it's not funny, because it can be really funny sometimes, but I am much happier with how It's About Time handles that. All right. Ooh, okay. Fuck water and fuck Megamind. No. Water's good for you and Megamind is good for you. Okay. All right, but that can kill you. Really? God damn it. I was doing good. I was on track to beat this game this level without dying. I didn't know the door closing could kill you. I just assumed it would have pushed me back or something. Word of the day, malicious level design. I really want to know what those Naughty Dog devs were on about. What they were on when they made this game initially. Some of the choices. Like, I know that a lot of specific, not criticism, but like talk about this game is how it's essentially a 2D platformer you play from the back. No 2D platformer would have some shit structured like this, regardless of the from the back thing. Stupid wizard theory, he's bald. I actually have a very full head of long blonde hair. In 100 years, when I ever do a face reveal and you get to see for yourself, I'll prove it wrong. Because clearly in 100 years, I'll still have that hair. That's what a bald person would say. No, a bald person would just own it. Look at Northern Lion. Like, he just owns it. I think he is the perfect example of just owning it, you know? Just flaunting what you got. Maybe not the perfect example, but like, if I was bald, as I was saying, if I was bald, I would just own up to it and I would make light of it too. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm bald. My head looks like a fucking egg. I am very much capable of making fun of myself. Like, if I was bald, you would know it. He wasn't glowing. He wasn't glowing. Without wanting to upset anyone, this game is F tier. I think F tier is a little mean. D tier. D tier. He once said if he got 1 million subscribers. I don't recall saying I'd do a face reveal on 1 million subs. I don't recall this specifically. If you can pull up the clip and prove it, and I'll own up to it and say, yeah, sure, at 1 million subs, I'll do it. Okay, fuck. I have the clip. All right, if you have the clip, put in the Discord, and I'll watch and confirm. Damn ad. You were asking for an ad earlier. Okay. Hopefully I'm far enough in front of the door, it won't kill me. I'm trying to get the timing for this. This game wasn't going to age well. It did not. Okay. Hopefully we're towards the end of the level. It's right there. It is right there. It is right there. Okay, hang on. There. We're at the end of this level. It has not aged well. It has aged very, very poorly. But I think, and maybe I am blinded, not by nostalgia, but I am blinded by a lot of charm. This game is so damn charming. I think a lot of its charm allows me to kind of overlook. Oh yeah, this is a level that you just kind of skip if you don't have any gems. If you don't have enough of the gems, which I don't. So it's on to the Cortex fight, I believe. And we get the bad ending, or the normal ending, I guess. This game has enough charm and going for it that I can kind of see, yes, I can see how this did so well in the 90s, and I'm glad it did well because it gave us Crash Warped and Crash Team Racing. But man, if I can also see a timeline where this game sold poorly and led to the Crash series ending after this first one. I go as far as say Crash Bandicoot 1 makes Spyro 1 look like C-tier game in comparison. Up. Return to... I want to get that challenge. It's a retro achievement challenge to beat Cortex without taking damage. I looked over at chat to read and got sidetracked. I go as far as say Crash Bandicoot 1 makes Spyro 1 look like C-tier game in comparison. I can't speak on that because, admittedly, I haven't really played the Spyro trilogy that much. I've played like an eensy bit of Reignited. Like that's it. I took damage. I don't care too much about getting the retro achievement thing tonight. Oh, that's right. You have to hit both of them. There we go. You know what? Put it on the list. We'll play the Spyro games eventually. Not even put it on the list. I'll play them just eventually, just in general. I mean, I think Spyro 1 is a D tier in all honesty. At this point, we might as well quit and start over from the beginning. See if we can do it no damage if we're restarting anyways. I barely remember anything that I played from Reignited, admittedly. It was one of those games that I got because I had a gift card on my PlayStation and it went on sale for I think like $5 or $10 was all, and it was like the last little bit on the gift card. And it's like, well, I might as well. You know, it was kind of one of those I might as well games, not even something that I was specifically going out my way to get to play. It was just, you know what? It's boring, becomes very boring very quickly. Yeah, I've heard it's not the best in the original trilogy. Okay, so they don't start bobbing up and down yet. But I've definitely heard a lot more love for like second and third, which seems to be something Crash and Spyro share. I'm not too worried about getting the challenge. I'll do it in my own time when I'm not pressure of doing live and discussing video games. All right, one more. Oh, that's it. Wait, what do you mean challenge started? Darn you, crap. Is it gonna glitch out and give me that challenge Okay, Retro Achievements just glitched and gave me the achievement of being without taking damage. I very clearly did take damage. Wait, I'm gonna open on my other tab. I'm gonna open my Retro Achievements account. Did it actually log that? And if so, do I contact the mods and tell them, there's been a mistake? Yeah, it gave me it. Hey, Retro Achievements. Hey, there's been a mistake. I don't deserve this. I mean, I'm not going to complain too much. But there, we beat the game. We beat the game. We're only 2 hours into the stream, and I usually try and go for 3 hours. So I'm sitting here trying to think, do I try and go back and complete some of the levels and at least start on doing completion progress? Or do I move on and just say, nope, we're playing something else to round out the end of the stream? And if we do, I don't know what I do. Move on? Well, I don't even know what to play because I don't want to start Crash 2 yet. I want to start that in the new year. You know, when we get into the normal stream schedule again. What other PlayStation games do I have? What do I have, like, readily on hand that I could just play and be like, fuck it, let's just play this right now. Actually, I'm going to let this get to... Can I skip this? Slay the Spire, I need tips. I can pause... And you know what? Fuck it, sure. I'm gonna get through the credits so that I can save and everything. And sure, fuck it. We'll slay the Spire. Why not? I got an hour left. I can give some tips. I can talk about the game. I forget. Was it in the normal ending or the true ending that you get the "Where are they now" thing? I guess we'll see. Nope. It's in the true ending. And that's Crash 1, everyone. A very flawed... I just want to give my thoughts just for the wrap up on the game and get another drink of water here. A very flawed and interesting... How many ways can I say things that are technically positive, but almost as like a backhanded compliment? It's not as bad as it could have been. There's a chance that it's not even the worst of the series, because I've heard a lot of bad things about Wrath of Cortex, but I've not personally played that one, so I can't say for certain if that's the case. If it weren't for this game, we wouldn't have Crash Team Racing or Ton of Bandicoot. So you know what? The good outweighs the evil in this game. And I'm glad we live in the timeline that we get both of those. And the timeline that we get Crash Warped and It's About Time. So you know what? My D tier. Verdict is D tier, admittedly. It has just enough bad that I'm like, I don't... Outside of wanting to complete this game just for my own personal merit, I don't see myself really coming back to this after completing it, like, ever. I don't even know if I'm gonna try and go for all the retro achievements. Like, it's kind of a case of I don't wanna. D tier, D minus? I don't... D tier, bordering. I would say, you know what? Top of D tier. Top of D tier of all games. And hold me to that. Because New Year's Eve, I'm going to close this so I can close up and swap over to Slay the Spire. I plan on doing a big stream on New Year's Eve. For anyone unfamiliar with the channel, I kind of forgot about it. I used to do this thing where I ranked every game I played for a video or stream on a big tier list, and I would update it, you know, in between videos and streams. I kind of forgot about it for a while. And so during the big New Year's Eve stream, I want to go back to it. I went back through and added all the games that I've missed since then, and it was like 50 something games, I think. Again, let me swap to my mouse and keyboard because that's gonna be more accurate. Hard F. I can't quite give it F. It has enough charming bits going on that I'm like, I can't hate it that much, but I'm never going to come back to it, is basically how I feel. That's just how I am. Let's just play vanilla Slay the Spire. I have mod loader, but I'm turning off all my mods. Give me 1 second here. Boot her up. You can hear it. Nope, that's the Shrek TV. The wrong thing. And I gotta fit it into the window because since I play so many different games, they never all stick. You know, Jacob, since you said you needed to... Oh, I should also probably change the stream info to say we're on Slay the Spire now, so that people don't click. And maybe update on, like, Blue Sky in the Discord to say, hey, we beat Crash. What tips are you specifically looking for, Jacob? Because if you're looking for specific tips, I can play whichever character you're needing, like, specific tippage on. I'm only updating the Discord. If people join from Blue Sky, they'll see right away that we're clearly not on Crash. Anything very new? Well, oh yeah, I've never done daily climb on my Steam login. I did it on my PlayStation login, but I just never really cared for daily climb. Who do I feel like playing then? Because I'll just pick someone. Let's go with Defect and Ascension. Let's see if I can grind up and get higher Ascension. Is the game very slightly stuttering? It could just be me thing. It could be my monitor's been acting up. So tips for Defect. God, I said it in... I made a joke about it in the video I did about Slay the Spire the right way. I should note now, for anyone watching live, don't fully take the right way videos as like genuine concrete tutorials on how to play. They are meant to be satirical, not really satirical, because it's not like I'm making fun of anything specific. It's more so just me satiring the idea of making tutorials on games like this, where it's like objectively it is hard to make a tutorial on a game like Slay the Spire because of how much random chance there is. Let's see, I guess for here, I'll just explain as I go, I guess. So I'm playing shields because I want to block most of his attack, but I'm fine with taking 2 damage. There we go. Here, I'm gonna defend so I can block most. I'm gonna dual cast so I can do a lot of damage, and then zap because I'd rather have 1 lightning orb on me than just flat damage. I should also say, as much as I love and play this game a lot, this isn't me just trying to cop out. I don't know how to gauge my own skill on a game like this. I'd say I'm good. I also just realized that for whatever reason, my PNG tuber has frozen and has stopped. Restart mic. Are we good? Are we good now? Are we good? No, why am I like frozen? Huh? Fuck is going on? Microphone, USB, there we go. Whoa. I would say I'm good at this game, but maybe you would have a professional come along. I should turn on the music. I have the music turned off normally, because I usually listen to my own music when I play this game. But I'll have it on for this. Oh, what the fuck? God damn it, it did that glitch again. It... For some reason, the YouTube chat acts up and will, like, just spit back up everything that's been said in the YouTube chat if it's gone quiet for a while. And it just floods it. I don't know what that issue is. I don't know if it's something with Streamlabs, which I use for the multi-chat, or if it's something on YouTube's end. I've tried looking into it, and I don't know what the issue is. Anyways, I gotta focus, gotta stay on topic. Tips for Slay the Spire from someone who claims to be good, but has no way of actually confirming how good they are. Just keep playing until you find stuff that you like. Okay, so here, I'm going against my own word. I said that I like to keep a lightning orb on hand. It's more beneficial here to just dump as much damage on this guy before the round starts. We're gonna defend, and we're gonna play this, that we can block him in total. And as long as I get 3 strikes, and we didn't get 3 strikes, but we got this and this, which does kill him, because the dual cast always does a flat 16 unless you're affected by stuff that would reduce that number. I should also probably explain the cards that I picked. You know, got to be smart about this. We got charge battery, darkness, and cool head. We already have a cool headed, and I try not to, for cards like this, get duplicates. It's best to get duplicates of like 0 cost cards or cards that you know are going to be more beneficial to play duplicates of. Frost orbs, they're good. They get the job done, but I definitely do prefer the direct damage of a darkness. But I also prefer, I think in this specific scenario, charge battery is the best one. It's a good defense, and it sets you up for your next turn. Let's lose some gold and get a relic, because since I'm on Ascension, oh, that's my deck I meant to open on my map. Since we're on Ascension, I'm gonna have to sacrifice 1 chest to get a key. So if I can get some good relics early on, especially because with the path I've chosen, I'm gonna have to fight a few elites here. No matter what, I had to fight 2 elites, but I want to try and hit this res site and the shop here, which I don't think it's gonna matter because now I've just given up a lot of my money, and I don't know if there's gonna be anything I can even buy. I might as well save up my money. I don't really want leap. There's nothing in that shop that I really need. All right, so we're gonna play this first, see what we get. Just some more strikes, and we're just gonna block. We're gonna take a lot of damage here, more than I would really like to this early on, but it cannot be helped. We're gonna charge battery, zap, and dual cast, because we're gonna block the little slime no matter what. And then we're gonna strike. We're not dual casting because it really won't do anything for us right now. The best solution here is probably block, charge battery, and nothing else, because I don't want to draw, because I won't be able to play anything, because I'll run out of energy if I play anything that lets me draw. So instead, we'll just do this. Best and biggest advice I can directly give is you want to sustain as much health as you can at all times, but specifically in Act 1 is where you want to be saving and doing as much as you can to not take damage. Right here, I'm going to pick Rebound just because that's really good to play, especially off a charged battery. This is a good boss because it kind of gives us a second to assess what we want to do here. So I'm going to do that and nothing else, because if we break his shield, he's going to wake up. So I'm going to take a second to do that so I can charge up for next turn. No matter what, he is going to wake up after this turn, so we might as well wake him up manually. But since I played charge battery, I get a little more wiggle room and we get to play it again, and we're going to go ahead and just strike him here. I wish I had gotten a zap or something so I could have zap dual casted. So we're going to rebound, zap, and double block, and that's going to block most of the damage he does. Then we can zap again, cool-headed to do that again. I think it's going to be best if we just block normally, because we also have to sacrifice a rest site. All right, this is what I was talking about. Rebound into charge battery. Goated combo. It lets you just charge battery again. I think it's going to be best if we just block. He's so low that as soon as we get something like a dual cast, I would like a dual cast. There we go. He's dead now. Since we're sacrificing a rest site to also get one of the keys for Ascension, we really have to be careful with the damage. Hologram or Ball Lightning. I'd say in this situation, any of these 3 cards are really, really good. But for this round, I'm going to go with Ball Lightning because I want to maximize my damage output right now. So we're going to go, and we're going to focus down this guy in the middle because he is trying to attack us, but we can't kill him. Because I should have read, it says how much shield he was going to get. That was my bad. We're going to go for dual cast. Going to charge battery, and we're going to cool-headed. We were lucky and the lightning procced on him. It's not really going to matter too much what we do here. No, it is going to matter. Let's skim. So skim goes back to the top, and then we're going to double shield and end our turn. And then we'll just dual cast. This, I think sweeping beam is going to be good. Since we already have rebound, it's going to be best to kind of maximize now. Here's where I gotta not deck map. We have to skip a chest somewhere on one of the 3 acts to get a key. But there could be a really good relic here, so we can hope for that. We have the shop, we have this, and then no way of healing between here. So I think it's going to be best that we recall and get the key now, and then just try our best to brute force through. The shop could have something good. We get money. Mob bank? We're about to go to a shop, so I'm actually going to get the key now, not worry about getting the mob bank, and hope that there's something really good in here. Gain 2 focus. Liquid memories is pretty good because it lets us get a card from our discard pile for free. So that could help us kind of blow through this elite. Whatever, it's this guy. So we're not going to use it yet. I'm going to do this. Because this guy is kind of annoying to fight. But he shouldn't be too bad because I can do this. This, and then drink one of these to get ball lightning back, that, and kill him. And then we get a new potion of capacity, gain 2 orb slots. I'm gonna save that for the I'm gonna prematurely take this. If we can upgrade our zap, that's gonna be really good because then that means we'll always get our zap back in hand. And if we get stuff like claw and just we'll get a lot of really good options. Also, nunchuck, it activated a little sooner than I'd like. Yeah, it does nothing for us now because we don't have any 0 cost right now. But we can do this. We're gonna take some damage here. I should have actually played that in a different order so that I could ball lightning next turn. It's fine. Another big tip for defect in a situation like this where we're wanting to maximize our damage. If you have dual cast and zap, you play dual cast first to double down, and then if the battle kept going, you would play zap right after. White noise, that's another great one. It gives us a free power card. Here's where we're probably going to really want to chug some potions. So let me see what attack I get right away. Hyper beam isn't really something I want, and bullseye is good. I guess we'll do FTL because I could FTL all for one. FTL again. Yeah, that didn't really give me. Wait. Actually, if we drink this, get all for one. Boom. Boom. And then 6 damage to everyone. There's a chance our lightning will hit the middle guy. Yes, and kill him so we don't take any damage. Yes. Well, that's a useless power card, but like we might as well take it. It's a power that's only effective if you have other power cards, you know, to work off of it. Neither of them are attacking this turn, so I can get away with doing this, and the nunchuck procced at a good time. I think I will be able to kill at least one of them. Oh, both of them this round. So we're a lot lower than I'd like, but we have meal ticket. Beam cell is really good. As long as we can get through this fight mostly unscathed and heal up at this rest site, I think we'll be good. See, I would actually like to draw that next turn, and I'm going to do this. Because we're going to do this, and this to stagger him. All right. Boom. 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 All right, I think we're getting through this guy pretty easily. And when watching, he's gonna have to tell me if the stream is struggling at all. I can't really tell on my end. It looks like it's running pretty all right. We're gonna rest here. And first boss. And we already have all 3 keys, so no more sacrifices are gonna need to be made. There we go, rebound ball lightning. You love to see it. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the orbs so I can have more orb. All right, we're gonna defend. We're gonna whack so that we get this. At the start of your turn, trigger the passive ability of your rightmost orb. That is a really good power to have. I don't know what was up with that sound effect. that just played. We're gonna do this and this and this and that. With this guy specifically, blocking is going to be the priority. Depending on what you're fighting, you're either going to prioritize just dealing as much damage as you can, or prioritize blocking as much damage. With this guy, you want to be prioritizing blocking at all times. Luckily, because of some smart choices I've made, like getting a frost orb, it's making some of those choices easier. Boom and boom, and then we can go ahead and beam cell him again. So he's double vulnerable. If I can get something like all for, actually all for one wouldn't really matter here. And do this, skim for some cards, charge battery. We are going to take some damage here, but very little. And we're at the point now that I think we're going to be safe, because we can do this and this to block everything he's going to do, and he should be low enough that we kill him on our next turn. Yeah, we're even going to be fancy kill him with all for one. So there, that's the first act. Liquid memories again. Electrodynamics, that's a damn good one. I'm going to go with it. All right. Ooh, yes, nuclear battery, baby. We start each combat with one plasma orb. That gives us extra energy at the start. That's good. We have a lot of money. So now that we're not restricted by what keys we need, here we can look at our path and actually kind of strategize and think about where we want to go. I like to avoid elites unless I get really ballsy and get like a really game breaking, like an infinite combo going. I don't think that's going to happen with my current deck. I've not upgraded anything. I want to upgrade white noise and zap specifically, because I'll make them both, as you can see here, I'll make them 0 cost. I think the best path is to kind of come along here, hit these double rests, and get all these question marks in the shop. Question marks are risky because, you know, they can be a combat or they could be a shop or something, but I think it's worth it. I think it's going to be worth it to go for that risk. We're going to rebound the skim. Let's be smart and let's defend, and then we're going to liquid memories defend again. That's a bit of a waste of a liquid memories, but what you gonna do? All right. What are we gonna do? We're gonna do this. Gonna do this. Gonna dual cast so we get a bunch of energy. Skim. Gonna beam cell into all for one, so we can double beam cell him again. Shield, and we'll go ahead and whack him again. We're gonna take a wee bit of damage, but it's fine. He's super vulnerable. In fact, if we play this into this, I'm gonna have to go to bed. It's all good. I'll at least play this run through to the end and then maybe end stream. Sunder. All right, I'll continue just in general, just doing tips. I want to avoid the turbo because Void is a really nasty one to deal with, but Sunder could be a really good one, especially because we have the wiggle room of plasma at the beginning. There we go. That's why I wanted the shop. Okay, Storm is really good. Go for the ice scrape, and I think that's and Swift Strike. That's gonna go amazingly. Bye. Well, thank you for stopping by, J. Kolb. I will continue to still play this and kind of explain what I'm doing. We're gonna obtain the gold here. Ritual Knife is not that good. It's only good if you get like super early on. We'll get the max health because we'll re-heal at the rest sites / shops ahead. We'll be safe there. Swift Strikes, we can beam. Storm. Storm's good to play early because then when we get white noise, we'll get some extra power there. Or with this, because we're going to do this. 24 damage. No, that's not really going to be worth it. Boom, boom. Scrape. Didn't get anything, but it's fine. He's very low. And in fact, this turn I will kill him. Bop. I should have played white noise because there was a chance I could have gone repair. And that would have been really good. Ooh, FTL plus. All right, our deck's starting to come together really well here. Starting to come together. Shop? No. Yeah, I'm gonna gamble. That's not a good one. I'm not gonna save Scum. I'm just gonna... I mean, I guess that could be a good one if we play a bunch of powers and skills. Next to chest. All right. All right. Yeah, I'll take it. I would like to go to the right here because we get another question mark. All right, let's go ahead and scrape because hopefully we get some zero cost. We didn't. That's fine. We can do that, that, and that. I think our white noise and our electrodynamics just went in there. Not happy about that. But hey, what are you gonna do? I can do all that. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see. We'll FTL, go for the eye, cool-headed, shield, sweeping beam, and then just lay it on him. Barely kill him. Gambling's Brew is really good. I'll take another beam cell here. It kind of goes against having the Art of War, but I didn't really want Art of War in the first place, admittedly. It's just kind of a nice thing to have. White noise, give me something good. More orb capacity, I guess that's good. And we'll go ahead and not attack. And I believe Art of War will then activate. No, I did attack. I'm stupid. Let's do you. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm wanting. There, we're starting. We're getting somewhere. We're getting something. We're getting damaged, but it's fine. Trust the process, you know? Boom. Boom. Because that one dies. We're dealing with the Yuri Knights. To anyone who disagrees that these two weren't Yuri, you're wrong. They were. Go for the eyes. More zero cost. Give me a shop. No, we have to fight in the Coliseum. It's really not good. We're gonna discard some stuff. Okay, I'm gonna have to make it work. Sure. Ah. Okay. You. I probably could have actually dual casted and done more. Let's scrape. You, boom, boom. And admittedly, we're not done with the stream. I gotta go use the bathroom, so I'm gonna pull up the BRB. We will be right back. All right, we're back. Need a drink of water here quick. We are going to escape. I bit off more than I could chew, and there's a chance that we don't make it to the end of this act. If I could have held it and not used the bathroom a little bit longer. Actually, we're gonna not attack. We're gonna utilize Art of War here. Yes. All right. You know what? Sure. Gain focus. Why not? Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna take some damage here, but there's still a chance of surviving, albeit a low one. Give me all my 0 cost back. Very low chance of surviving this. Actually, wait, no, we do, but I see our chances of beating this guy very, very, very low. Very low chances. Oh, and I just realized I've had the water on this whole time. Okay, static charge, rebound, skim. We're not gonna FTL. At least not until... There we go. That way I didn't draw and just ruin my skim chance. Go for this. This. Skim. I'm not going to use Sunder. Sunder can be good, but like, it's not going to be good for this. All right. Okay, he's not attacking this round. I have a chance to do something. I don't know what that something is, or if it's much of something. He's still not attacking. I should have played Sweeping Beam first, because if I got like a 0 cost attack, that would have procced well with All for One. There it is. Come on. I was hoping if it gave me something like, oh wait, no, we don't live this. We're gonna just die. Yep. Well, I said I was only gonna go until I ended that run. And I'm kind of tired after beating Crash. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead. So if anyone wanted more tips on how to play Slay the Spire, but like, ooh, big tired from me. But thank you for everyone who did stick around to watch me play through Crash 1. We finished it. We beat Crash 1. I am, like I said, going to, in my personal time, go through and see if I can complete the game 100%. I don't make any real promises, but tune in tomorrow. I did promise. Damn, yeah, you missed it. We beat Crash 1, and then I played some Slay the Spire. But then I got tired. I'm very tired today. So I'm doing a bit of a wrap up. I need something funny to play in the background or something. Wait. Let me look up. Yeah, I'm getting some music going in the back while I do the wrap up. Hang on. Perfect. This is for me. I'm the clown. Anyways, I have to keep a straight face and talk. We beat Crash 1. I'm going to try and complete it in my own time. But I did promise earlier in the stream when I had doubts about me beating the game tonight. I promised specifically, hey, if we beat it tomorrow night, we will stream Potemkin. And you know what? We did. I was gone. I got 3 character time. Oh yeah. I looked over at that because I peeked over at the Discord because I saw an unread message in the server. I didn't read through what it said yet. I went ahead and gave it a star because it looked good. A third design, meet X, known as the Executioner. Go out upon the stage for a bit. Ooh. Are you working on like a fighting game type thing? Oh, a plat fighter. Okay. I will keep an eye on that. I'm keen to try out new plat fighters here and there. The music was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. If I press 0, oh yeah, I can show off all my little doodads because I'm just sitting here. I got this shit. These are the only doodads I have. I don't have any other doodads. I need to make more doodads for my little guy to hold. Well, I will definitely be keeping an eye on your progress with that plat fighter, and I'll gladly check it out. I should also swap my controller back to be a normal controller for tomorrow night's stream. But yeah, tomorrow night, I guess, since I beat Crash 1, I'll do some online attempts as Potemkin, and we'll see how long I go, how far I go. Who knows? Maybe I join in and apparently I'm cracked and I've unlocked the secret of Potemkin already. Or maybe I join in and get surf and turfed by the lowest tier character in 30 seconds or less. I see that more happening. Because even though I beat the arcade mode as Potemkin, I struggled a bit here and there. And I still don't quite get some of his stuff. But that's because I'm stupid, but I'm willing to learn for beautiful Potemkin. Like, I gotta be so real. I've never fallen so immediately in love with a fighting game character as I have with Potemkin. Sometimes it takes me a bit to kind of gel and figure out what character in this roster really speaks to me. Who do I like here? No, it was him. When I bought the game, I was going into it knowing I'm probably going to like Potemkin, but I'll go ahead and look at the roster. No one else on the roster really spoke to me other than him. Maybe Soul Bad Guy. Soul Bad Guy looks kind of neat, and I know he's like the main character, and I'll probably play through the story mode, so I'll be forced to play as other characters, which will be good for me to learn. But yeah, tomorrow we'll do Potemkin, and then I have no clue what we're doing this Monday or Tuesday. Because, again, I kind of scrambled to figure out anything with getting all the Ben 10 games done. But that is a problem for future me to figure out. Current me is going to wrap up and go pass out for a few hours. Because I got to get up kind of early tomorrow. Because I make good choices. So, thank you. Yes, have a good one. You also have a good one. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I love streaming, and I love that apparently a lot of people enjoy watching these streams. I'm happy to be here. Tune in tomorrow when we play Guilty Gear. I'm going to guilty all over my gear till I strive. I'm not replaying the song. We're doing the wrap-up. But until next time, folks, it's the same stupid wizard you love. It's the same channel you love. I've been your host for the evening, and I hope you all have a wonderful night, and that I see you all next time.